Now, amid fears of the Taliban takeover in Kabul fueling terror groups in the region, India will host the Regional Security Dialogue on Afghanistan next week. This meeting will be held in India's capital, New Delhi, and will be chaired by the National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval. Now, sources have told WION that Russia and Iran have confirmed their participation for these talks, and India's invitation has received an overwhelming response from several Central Asian countries. It is for the first time that countries apart from the immediate neighbors will attend such discussions. Pakistan, which remains in the Financial Action Task Force grey list and have voiced for the recognition of the Taliban in many global platforms, has rejected India's invitation to attend the meet. Now, the foreign minister from Pakistan has also met with the top leadership of Taliban following its takeover of Afghanistan. Islamabad is yet to respond to the Indian proposal of sending humanitarian aid to the Afghanistan through the Wagah border. Now, China has also been extended an invite, but a formal response is yet to be received. India has invested nearly $3 billion in development projects, which include schools and hospitals. In 2015, India built a new Afghan parliament house at a cost of nearly $90 million as a tribute to the democratic values. 2 meetings under the current format have been held in Iran in 2018 and 2019. India was to be the host for the third such event, but was delayed due to the pandemic. The Regional Security Dialogue on Afghanistan would closely be watched even by countries that decide to give the fight against terror a miss. Now, for more on this story, our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, is joining us live on the broadcast. Good evening to you, Siddhant. Now, India will be hosting the Regional Security Dialogue on Afghanistan just next week. What are the leaders attending this meeting hoping to achieve through the talks?
Well, yes, Alison, India is hosting this crucial meeting at the NSA level, and in the past, such formats have been taking place. The meetings have been taking place under such formats. But this time, of course, it is crucial given the fact that Afghanistan has a changeover. This is the first meeting on Afghanistan India is hosting since Taliban takeover in August, and the focus is on the deteriorating situation when it comes to the humanitarian situation in the country, especially in the backdrop of the onset of winters. There is no stockpiling of food, so there is worry that when it comes to the people there, how they will be impacted, because in the past India was able to send humanitarian aid, especially via the Chabahar port. India, of course, has not recognized the government in Kabul, along with no country in the world which has recognized the government in Kabul. But largely, we know that when it comes to Pakistan, it has publicly said that they are not going to participate in this meeting. And this comes in the backdrop of Islamabad also not responding to India's proposal of sending humanitarian aid to Afghanistan via the Wagah border. So that remains a crucial issue. But largely, when it comes to Central Asia and Russia, as you pointed out, Central Asian countries, including those countries who do not have border with Afghanistan, are participating. For Central Asia, the worry is a spillover effect from Afghanistan to these republics, the 5 countries which make up Central Asia. And they have been having anxious moments in terms of the changeover that has taken place in Kabul. But largely, before this meeting, we have seen Russia hosting a meeting in which Taliban representatives were present, Iran hosting a meeting in which there was no presence of Taliban, but of course Iran shares a land border with Afghanistan and is keen that there is some semblance so that the people are not impacted, and that remains the intent of New Delhi as well.
Right, Siddhant, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast with all the latest details on that upcoming meet.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.